Great chat. I went through and beat every single Resident Evil game. So now we're ready for the official Froden tier list. The ones I didn't play. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This one, this one, this one, this one. This one. This one. This one. Alright, I almost played every single Resident Evil game, excluding a few. Okay. At the very bottom, I would put this DLC. That shit was god awful. Oh my god. It was like Resident Evil 5 can be so buggy and the co-op is so buggy. Yeah, we didn't even finish it. I had to watch it through a YouTube video. Just wasn't working. That shit was not good.
Go over here.
Hold on. I get all the secrets.
That was horrible. Resident Evil 5 was that. Oh wait, hold on.
Alright, I'll protect you this time. Let's go.
Gotta play. Alright. Next. Umbrella Corps. I played one online PvP match of this. That shit was horrible. I hope no one ever has to touch that game in their life. And then... Oh wait, I got these games mixed up. Boom. It's like these are like games like, man, like I hope no one ever even has to watch gameplay of them. They're so bad. Anything else in F tier? Okay, the rest can be safe. After that, yeah, this DLC was not fun to play through. The story is good. In all of Resident Evil 8, the story is probably the best out of any of the games. I would have rather just watched it as a cinematic. They were not cooking with anything. The using the powers isn't fun. Most of the time playing through and doing any of it is not fun. It was not enjoyable. Oh. Yeah, maybe this DLC... Oh, yeah, this is fine actually. We'll leave it. Wait, I didn't play this one. I watched a YouTube video. Okay. Next would probably be... Does anything else need to be in D tier? No. We'll put, this DLC. It's good. I think it's like a fine little DLC showing Jill fall out the window. Everything worked. I don't know, it's pretty forgettable besides the last fight with Wesker. Everything else is just filler. Okay. Then I'd put Revelations. Revelations is like, you take everything that makes a Resident Evil game away. Everything is horrible. Everything new they try isn't really good. This character's good. The story's alright. One issue playing through all the games, so like I just played like the newest version of each, so I didn't play RE3. Like the original one. Jill just feels kind of like two very different characters. Like, if you were just to give this one in the RE5 Jill like a different name, like shoot, man, like I probably would just, I would never even know. The scouter that you have in this game, I don't hate it. It's not like annoying to use, but it just doesn't add anything. The ammo and grenades, just like finding it through like shiny shit on the ground, kind of makes the whole like I don't know, you're not like worried about loot, I guess. What else? Everything in this is kind of like, it's more like we're going down like the arcadey, just run shit down and shoot it, and this one went a little bit far with it. These two people, they're also really funny. I see no one talk about it. They might be the two funniest characters in all the Resident Evil games. And the gun modification, like the mods you can get and like put like bursts on the guns and stuff, I think that was really good. Honestly, they could bring that back. This game might have the best gun customization out of any of them. S and B. B tier. Oh. I think this will be. Should anything else be in C? Yeah, this is probably. I don't know where to put this one either. Hold on. Maybe we can. I mean, there's like nothing wrong with the DLC. I mean, it's just like a shorter DLC. It's very fun to play through. It's very not serious. I don't know if I could put that short experience through like above all Resident Evil 1. Resident Evil 1's probably a bit better and more fun. Resident Evil 1, man, I do not like Chris as a character at all. I wish I didn't play as Chris when I played through the game. I didn't find it very fun. I guess like maybe this is like touching on RE0 also, with like the camera perspective changing through all of them. But I just like the combat and fighting the enemies in these games, right? Like it just like isn't really good or fun. Some of the boss fights are alright, but like I guess like besides that, like they do not Resident Evil 1, but like the puzzles and stuff can be good. It's a fine game. This one definitely it's aged. Anything else? The lore, I guess, like, okay, like this, like the Wesker and the T-virus and stuff, and that all that stuff is very good. I think the split story stuff, I don't know, like how it is in Resident Evil 2 as well with Claire's story. I don't know if I like how it's split up. It's kind of weird. But yeah, this is good. Sets up Resident Evil for success. The story's pretty good. Everything else kind of sucks. Oh, we got Resident Evil 6 still and 5. Hold on. Well, all right. Resident Evil 6. Yeah, maybe a tad overhated. That's what I would say. Come on. Yeah. I guess, like, so if you kind of like look at Resident Evil and you like see like Resident Evil 1 and 2, it's like, you know, like defining the survival horror franchise. And I think you get to like RE4 and it gets like a little bit more like shooter, like arcadey, like you're just running around doing like crazy shit. And you get to like RE5 and it's like an action movie. And I think they just like keep building up to that to RE6 and it just gets to be way too much. Yeah. The story for Leon's, man, I can barely remember that shit. Maybe I'm just stupid. Okay, maybe I haven't beaten Chris's story, but I get Resident Evil 6, okay? Anything else on Resident Evil 6? It's probably, I mean, I guess like it's very fun and goofy play in a co-op setting, and just in terms of fun, it makes it. Actually, let's switch it. We'll put it right there. It makes it this high up. Okay, we'll go to B. But Revelations 2. Okay, so I haven't finished it, but like already, like playing Revelations 2, rarely, like I don't see. It's not a lot like the first one at all. That's like switching characters with Barry's daughter and Claire is cool. It's cool to see Claire. Yeah, I feel like they did an alright job at trying to do something different with Revelations 2. Okay, and then yeah, wait, let me see. Yeah, I didn't even read anything about Revelations 2. Probably yeah. Yeah, I think we can grab RE5. Yeah, maybe this is just from playing on Xbox. My biggest complaint would be how bad the co-op system is. Just like a lot of disconnecting. pretty much ruined the finale, ruined the DLC for me. It was very annoying to deal with. Jill felt different. I'd probably say maybe a little bit worse from the remakes. Wesker's cool, the best villain. But I don't know. It's losing a little bit of like the whole Resident Evil thing there. I'll put Resident Evil 3. I like the little like mechanics I gave each character. It's pretty fun. The game is short. How long is the original Resident Evil 3? Six to 8 hours. And the remake is 5 to 7. Maybe that's not as fast as I thought. It is short. Nemesis is cool. He's fun to run away from. Maybe it just feels like a DLC for like RE2 or something. But it is good. It's very short and sweet. There's not much stronger to complain about. Jill and the other dude I forgot. They're good characters. Yeah, we can fly in separate ways here. I mean, it's kind of like running around following Leon and shooting shit at Ada. It's fine. Resident Evil 4 gameplay is like peak. And I like to look at Ada. That's that. See Wesker. Resident Evil 2's made it pretty far, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Resident Evil 7. Like the first like 70% of the game is very good. But this game like coming after Resident Evil 6 and like it being Resident Evil 7 is kind of insane. Capcom really clutched the Resident Evil series with that one. The option between Mia and Zoe is weird. I feel like they're gonna do that. They could like do more with Zoe maybe. I picked it, but it was just kind of to see what happens. And yeah. The whole boat part is horrible, like the flashback. Yeah. So like the whole part in the house and like being the dad is good. The mom, the insect lady, is pretty good. The like brother or whatever, he's very good. All that stuff is very fun. And yeah, I think that's about it. It's just, man, the ending is a real slog. That shit was, it was getting rough to get through. They shouldn't have done that whole end part, to be honest. Resident Evil 2. Yeah, Leon's the GOAT. Claire's awesome. The Dead by Daylight map is iconic. I love that. So I played, like, before this, I played through Claire's story, which, maybe it'll be like, it's like Arya1 not playing as Jill. I saw Chris and I just kind of assumed he was, like, the main character, but playing as Claire is definitely not nearly as good as playing as Leon. Leon and Ada's story, I didn't really expect it to be, like, as good as it was, I guess. Yeah, the game is very good. The remix is good. Let's see, hold on, sorry. My notes say that I hated playing through the sewers. They could have put more interaction with Claire. And that it was very nice to play a modern remake of a game after playing 0 and 1. Okay. Then we'll put the GOAT, most underrated Resident Evil game, RE0. This game, all the locations are fire. The characters are fire. I really wish I could see Billy again. I really like Billy. Rebecca is one of my favorite characters. I think, like, overall, like, as, if I had to rank my favorite characters, it's probably, like, Leon, Ada, Rebecca, and maybe, like, Ethan. Wester's up there too. He's cool. But yeah, this is probably the best, like, duo, like, playing as both of them. I probably like them both overall more than any other game. Maybe the final boss, James. I mean, it's an old game, but he's kind of just like a forgettable, or maybe like just like a whatever boss. Some of just like the big creatures are good. Okay, having to just like have loot piles of like everything you found like dropped in the middle of a room is pretty stupid and bad. Item boxes would definitely be nice. But it is funny, and it's very easy to soft lock yourself. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't soft lock myself. I probably would have just quit. Yeah, I really hope this game gets a remake. Resident Evil 0 is so awesome. Alright, and then... Oh. Okay, hold on. Just grabbing these two. These two. So if I, like, ranked both of these, like, out of 10 in terms of, like, gameplay and story, I'd give, like, Resident Evil 4's gameplay, like, a 10 out of 10, and maybe the story, like, a 8 out of 10. And I'd give Village's story, like, a 9.5 out of 10, and maybe the gameplay, like, a higher 8. I like the third person bit better. I did not expect a story with Ethan Winters as the protagonist to be good, especially after playing 7. Like me being Ethan just kind of feels like a subplot for me to, like, go through, like, the house and stuff and just, like, play through the horror game. But Ethan is very good in Village. the final boss fight, the best boss fight out of any of these games is probably the last one in Village. Anything else for Village? All the people you fight are pretty cool. I think they all like contrast each other and are pretty different and like good and fun ways. I guess the doll maybe is a little bit lame, but Magneto is cool. The tall vampire lady is cool. Chris is much better in this game than RE7. I probably should have said that about RE7. RE7 Chris is horrible. Yeah. But probably put RE4 right here. I do really like Leon and Ada. Yeah, it's just like Resident Evil 4 really starts this bad habit of like the over-the-top action, which like I like it. Like it's done, like Resident Evil 4 does it perfectly, but then like Resident Evil 5 tries to replicate that and it's not good. Resident Evil 6 happened. Yeah, like the story's like good, but I feel like Village is like more cohesive, feels a little bit better. Kind of like a lot more crazy shit happening in Resident Evil 4 that I feel like I have to accept. The bosses maybe in Resident Evil 4. Overall are probably worse. Krauser's probably better than a good bit of the boss fights in Village. But yeah, I think just the story and like the gameplay, man, playing that bum ass DLC almost makes you want to knock Village down to like C tier. That shit, oh my goodness. Okay. Is there anything I should change? Make do that. This DLC was bad though. I do like Rose. If they were gonna give like a super powered awesome child daughter, they probably could have found a cooler way for her to have powers than just like freezing shit. Maybe Lost. I mean, maybe this shouldn't be above it, but if I'm thinking about me having fun, yeah. The power arm is awesome. This character's fucking hilarious, actually. I love him. I like Jake. Yeah. I hope we see more Jake and Helena. Less Chris, maybe. That'd be good in the future. Or Sherry. Resident Evil has a lot of good characters in it. That's... yeah. Yeah, I think this is probably good. Alright, well there we go. Here's the official tier list. If you disagree with anything, you're wrong. And I'll see everyone back for some Resident Evil Requiem.